I was on duty, I was the sergeant covering the whole area, and we received a call that there was a serious incident ongoing in one of the other towns that we cover. So I was travelling in a car on my own to that location when we received a further call that there was a male with an axe in the town of Dalton, and that he'd attacked another male and was walking down the street covered in blood. I immediately decided that I'd best attend, so I diverted and drove down into Dalton, and I've driven down into the town here, just along this road here, and then I've come across the male that's walking down the street with an axe still in his hand, covered in blood. Initially, I didn't know what had happened, who he'd attacked, where the blood was from, how many people were injured, or what his motives were, whether he was going to go and attack someone else. I was obviously concerned because there was lots of other people around. Some people don't realise the seriousness of situations like that straight away, so I was concerned for them as well. I didn't know if one of those people could be a person that this male wants to harm. My immediate thoughts were, I need to stop this guy. I've pulled over my car and wound down my window and challenged him to put down the weapon, and he's just completely ignored me. He started to walk to one of the shops, which is just down there, and he started to try and attempt to go into the shop, and they've had to shut the door and force the door shut and stand there, and you could see that they were terrified in their faces. So I've again shouted at him to put the axe down. He's ignored me and he's continued walking and gone into one of the other shops, at which point I've had to get out of my car, go into the shop after him and challenge him in there. I couldn't see where he was in the shop when I've entered the shop, and he was stood in the doorway facing me. Straight away you think he's mentioned that he has attacked somebody with an axe, he may well turn on me with the axe, so I've immediately sprayed him with parva gas, and then I've just charged him right down to the end of the shop using bodily force just to push him into the fridges at the end to get him onto the floor, and then I've just wrestled him down onto the floor and handcuffed him. Once I've come out, I've then started speaking to the other officers to find out who the injured person was and where they were, and then I've gone up to them and they were just up the road behind us there, probably 100 yards away from where I'd encountered the male. I've gone up to the officers there and I've seen the male that was injured, and he had quite significant head injuries. He had a number of towels wrapped around him, and there was an off-duty paramedic that was there that was administering first aid to him, and he was in quite a serious condition. There was a lot of blood loss, and fortunately there was a paramedic there at the time, or it could have been a lot worse. I think throughout my career I've faced incidents like that and other serious incidents. Unfortunately, I'm able to detach myself from it. I'm aware that it can really affect some people, but I've been fairly fortunate that there was a positive outcome for myself and from my colleagues, and that nobody got injured, and that's the one thing that we take away from it. I think as you get older with younger children, you realise what could happen and what the effects could be, and fortunately nothing bad's come from it.